The Bald Truth UK was made possible in part by GrowMD, Nanogen Hair Fibers, and Vibrotics Hair Follic, supporters of a safer, more consumer-centric hair loss and hair transplant industry.
Hair loss. You know it sucks. So why not join the boys to bitch about it? Call in now to speak with Spencer and Specs. 0203 3724 683. This is The Bald Truth UK.
Things have slowed down in a healthy way, though. I'm very happy to say, because for one, I've realized it's going to cost more money, but that is not something that I'm as stressed about, because first and foremost now is my health and the quality of whatever procedure I end up having.
That's such a powerful statement that I want to play on a loop for all of these young kids who do not want to believe the truth and what's really happening out there in places like Turkey and in India. And I want to make it clear that there are really good surgeons in Turkey. There are really good surgeons in India, but they are difficult to find. And everyone's being bombarded through social media with all of the nonsense that has essentially been the cornerstone of this field, and it's just being scaled to a level that we've never seen before. So, I mean, what you're saying is just so powerful and will be empowering to other young patients, especially, who are ready to jump on a plane. And I'm not saying you're not young. I mean, you're a lot younger than me, but I mean, you're a grown man. You're a 38-year-old man, and you were still about to make that decision.
Yeah, 100. I mean, to be honest, I'd made that decision. You know, it was my mind was made up. So, yeah, I'm very happy I found it. But so things have slowed down, but in a really healthy way, in a really positive way. And now it's a question of finding the right surgeon for me. And cost is an issue. Obviously, you know, it's always an issue, isn't it? And yeah, I guess that was sort of the reason for my call.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, now that you're taking medication, you're on finasteride, I'm assuming.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Have you noticed a cessation or a slowing down of your hair loss?
I think I have. I haven't noticed as many hairs falling out. Put it that way.
Yeah. Well, that's huge.
Yeah. I mean, that is huge. That is huge. I guess, again, as I'm sure you're both aware, when you see a part of your head that is thinning, your attention is immediately drawn to that, and it's like all-consuming. So, but absolutely, there are less hairs falling out. I'm on ProScar, just to clarify. It's where I sort of cut the tablets up.
Sure.
That's what I take.
We know it well. We know the tablet well.
Yeah, I've been taking it for about 25 years. But
okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. But I guess
before you were born.
Yeah, I guess my question is, if you were able to keep the hair that you have right now and know that it's possible not to progress for the next decade, would you be happy? Would you be able to avoid having surgery?
I think that's a very good question. I think if the hair I've got now, if this could last for another decade, then I might reconsider surgery altogether.
Surgery is a last resort, Doug. You know, we've spoken about this. Surgery is a last resort, and the fact that you've only been on the meds for a year, it's there's still time for you to take stock and keep the wolves at the door. And as you get older, it may not become such a. Once you know you've got control of it, and it's not going to get any worse because hair loss is progressive. Once you have that psychology and that confidence that you're good and it's not on your radar 24/7, you're not over scrutinizing it all the time, it may just enable you to park it and you'll move on. And before you know it, oh yeah, keep taking the tablet, but it's not, like you said, also consuming. And then there's a healthier mindset and a healthier life. And that then in itself is a victory with regards to hair loss, because surgery, irrespective of price, irrespective of location, irrespective of the top 20 surgeons in the world, who, in my opinion, surgery is a last resort. And you don't want to be opting to go under the knife, whether it's a small FUE surgery or a big FUT surgery, if you don't absolutely feel it's not in your best interest. Because once you cut, you cut. And we also highly recommend, at The Bold Truth, that before you have surgery, shave it all off and see how you sport that look before you, again, opt for surgery. So sorry to go off on one there, but maybe if you've been able to park it and it's not on your radar as much and you're not so hypersensitive about it, it's healthy. And
well, here's the thing that I'm saying. You're saying, excuse me, I'm hoarse today. You're saying that you're saving your money. My advice is put that money in the jar. Keep saving it. Save it as though you're considering having surgery. Save it for a year. See how you do on meds. A year from now, you're going to have more money, and you may not need surgery.
Or want it.
Mm. But you can kind of go in the direction of continuing to do your research, saving the money in case you do decide to have surgery. But it's very possible that in a year from now, if medication does work well for you, that you're going to think to yourself, wait a second, I don't even want this now. Let me hold off. And you know what? You could still stock away, still save the money. And you never know. You may end up buying a car with it instead of getting a surgery.
I think that's just superb advice. And it's funny because with everything having slowed down, it's advice that I can actually hear. Whereas before it was like an obsession. It was like, there's no other option. I've got to go. And everything since it's slowed down, since the Apes a Gentleman article, I've actually, it's like I'm seeing with more clarity, and it puts things more into perspective. So I love the idea of having more money and being able to buy a car with it. But yeah, no, I think backing off has really changed my perspective on the whole thing.